Not the best of hands, but I'm done. I really wish Liu Xuan was here though. Damn. Immediately. Immediately! God. Fuck. How about no, bitch? Okay, okay. I'm down to fight through Draco. I don't necessarily mind, but bro, please let me live. Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Chill Project, and today we are going to be talking about a fun deck that I discovered through the Enslash or Rarity event, which I thought was really fun. And like I decided I might want to run them now, and I definitely don't regret it. Okay, it is very expensive, so do keep that in mind. Another thing is that um, what do you call this? Another thing to keep in mind is that this is not your, I'm going to pull off insane combos, have this and that and this and that on the field. Omni negates. No, at its core, it's a going second deck that beats down your opponents. Um, Much so to the liking of Cyber Dragons. Uh, However, you do not have the Omni negate. But there is a way for you to get your negates off. Although it's not as consistent as your Cyber Dragon Infinity, I guess. So just 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 a good thing to remember. Okay. Now moving on. Um, so if I'm not sure if I'll be able to upload the Ensash or Rarity event in time. Hopefully I can. Um, just so you know, just so I can reference that. But if ever I can't, then let's just talk about this deck from scratch, I guess you can say. Now this time we can add hand traps again, so that's always good. These are the hand traps that I chose. Um, you can add anything you want. However, this I feel like these three are like okay hand traps right now. The best at their jobs. Um, Nibiru is also really good. If you want to replace Effect Veiler with Impermanence, I don't think that's a bad idea. But there you go. So that gets the hand traps out of the way. Two Maxi, one Primal Nibiru. Not a bad, not a bad combo there. Because I feel like if people challenge your Maxi and you don't have Nibiru, I feel like it's such a waste. So, yeah, that's basically that. That's basically that. Now, it's time to actually talk about the ancient warriors. So first we have Sun Mu. Um, we'll talk about what they do and why they're here. But if you want to just copy the deck and try it out for yourselves, go ahead. This is the deck list, right? Um, Again, we'll talk about what they do in the deck, basically to give you a guide as well. Although we will be uploading a gameplay as well, just in the later part of this video. So yeah. Anyway, again, also I'm very sorry if I do mispronounce this. With a bit of research, I did find out that this was based off of the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, which is the title of my deck here. Um, the Romance of the Three Kingdoms is literature, eh, I think, based in China. So, if I do mispronounce some of their names, I am very sorry. But there, I, I, I don't know what else to say other than that. I will try my best to pronounce them as best I can. So, Sunmu. If Sunmu is on the field and you control another ancient warrior monster, that Sunmu cannot be targeted for an attack. So they have to prioritize your other, basically your other monsters on the field. Okay. Another thing is another effect of Sunmu is you can send one card from either your hand or your field, and then you can add another ancient warrior monster to your hand. Uh, if I do if I get to upload it, we know that Ingenious Zugong is a good card to search, as it is a free special summon as well. But if you guys didn't know, we'll talk about Zugong in a bit. But anyway, Masterful Sunmo again can do that, can search you another ancient warrior monsters. You're mostly searching either Zhang Yuan, maybe even Kaudi. If you're confident with bringing out Lu Feng, go ahead. But most of the time you're searching Zugong as well. At least from my personal experience, Zugong is one of the best cards to search in with this effect. So there you go. Now, and also, I'm sorry, Sunmu has another effect wherein if another ancient warrior monster on the field activates its effect, you can bounce one of their monster, be it face up or face down, back to the hand. So that's really good. Bouncing, I feel like instead of destruction, sometimes is better, as you know, sometimes that card is kind of a hassle if it gets destroyed and it has a graveyard effect. So, you know, I feel like bouncing is more safer. Yushuan, we have Yushuan here. I feel like he is, you know, the best general, if I'm not mistaken, based on what I've read, or at least in my personal opinion as well, that Yushuan was, you know, the best general from the Romance of the Three Kingdoms. But, you know, who am I to say? Anyway, his effect is that if another ancient warrior is on the field, this card cannot be targeted for effects. So you know how in the anime, if you have two monsters that cannot be targeted for attack, you're basically stuck there. That's what you can do with Sunmo and Liu Xuan. If ever you can set that up, go ahead. But a lot of card effect destruction is also there. So there you go. Liu Xuan also has another effect wherein if an opponent controls more cards than you, more monsters than you, while this card is on the field, you can send either one from the hand or from the graveyard, and then you get to special summon your biggest, strongest ancient warrior monster, which would probably be Kaude, or I'm not sure if you can summon Lu Feng off of that, but there you go. I think it's mostly going to be Kaude, but yeah, that is the effect of Liu Xuan. There is another effect wherein if another ancient warrior monster declares an attack, you get to draw one card. Do keep in mind that you can only use one of the, you know, one of the two effects that I am saying per turn. So just keep that in mind, because you might be thinking, wait, you know, Kaude attacked, why isn't Yushuan drawing me cards? Well, because you probably special summoned Kaude from his effect. So there you go. Ingenious Zukong, if it is searched by the effect of an ancient warrior, what do you call this? Ancient warrior effect, you can special summon it. There are ways to search him outside of those effects, but those do not special summon him. So, Tenki is an effective way to search your level 4 Beast Warriors, which is a lot of your, basically all of your cards here. So, you know, if this card gets searched by Tenki, you do not get to special summon him. However, if it gets searched by either Sun Mu or the 3 visits, you can special summon Zukong. The effect of Zukong is, again, you can again, we're trying to build this off of scratch, but if your opponent activates an effect, you can send a spell or trap card. You can send one continuous ancient spell or trap on your field to the grave, negate that effect. That also works on your spells. You can negate your own spells, and why east by south winds is important here. You can negate your own spells as well. Now, if ever I do upload it, the Ensashar rarity event, Zugong has a different effect compared to when he was just in Ensashar event. This time, when Liu Xuan is on the field, you can also negate monster effects. The same way you negate spells and traps. You send one continuous ancient warrior spell or trap to the grave, you negate monster effects there. So yeah, that's Zugong. Going on to another one of our hand traps, at least personally I believe is a good hand trap. Zhang Yuan. Zhang Yuan here, just very good. If he is on the hand and another one of your ancient warrior gets targeted for an attack, or if you target another monster for an attack, you can special summon this card on the field. The opponent's monster's attack gets reduced by 1,000, and no replay occurs if ever they are attacking into you. So, and then when this card is on the field, your ancient warrior monsters are indestructible by battle. And if ever you get to destroy your opponent's monsters with by reducing their effect, you get to pop one more card, because if Zhang Yuan sees a card that your opponent controls gets destroyed either by battle or by card effects, you get to destroy one more card, be it a monster or back row card. So there you go. Next on our list is Guan Yun. Guan Yun is basically our free special summon if ever we do not have any monsters on the field and your opponent's board is flooded. We're only running him at 1 because he is our out for breaking if in case we ever do break on turn 2. However, we want to draw into our other cards, but running him at 2 isn't going to be costly for anyone. You definitely can, but running him at 1, I feel like is just the right amount for me. If this card is on the field and your opponent controls more monster than you, you can target one monster and destroy it. So just to be petty, you can do that. Moving on to the more I feel like impressive part of the deck is going to be Cao Dei and Lu Feng. Now, Cao Dei, what does Cao Dei do? While you control another ancient warrior monster, this card cannot be destroyed or even think targeted, right? Cao Dei. Hold on. This card cannot be targeted and destroyed by card effects. So that's really good. Your opponents can only attack over it, and it's a 3,000 attack stat. And with the help of your other cards here, you can actually buff that up. Cao Dei is going to be one of your boss monsters here, which weirdly we're only running at 2 because we have a backup for Cao Dei here, and that's going to be Lu Feng. So yeah, that's just keep that in mind. Now, if from the hand, if Cao Dei is in your hand and you get to destroy an opponent's card either by effect or by card effect or by battle, you can special summon this from your hand, and then you can attack with it again. So there you go. However, that doesn't come at a cost, by the way. I'm sorry. That doesn't come at a cost. You need to send one from, I think, from your hand or the field as well. So you can send one from hand or field. Yeah, there you go. To the graveyard. Special summon this on the field. You have a 3k beater. basically indestructible by card effects as well. So, yeah. Ooh, Rebellious Lufeng. Oh, by the way, Cowday has another effect wherein if you destroy an opponent's monster by battle with this card, you get to special summon that on defense to your side of the field. Okay, so Cowday does do that. Rebellious Lufeng um, is your support for Cowday, I guess. Because when Lufeng is out on the field, the only way to get him out on the field, rather, is to have the strongest attack on the board with an Ancient Warrior. So, let's say you use a special summon access code with 5,000. For some reason, you were able to get it to 5,000, right? That doesn't help. You need it for Ancient Warriors to work. Not any other card. So, the Lu Feng is your Glass Cannon card. We'll talk about it in a bit when we get further into its effect. But again, if you have the strongest Ancient Warrior monster on the field, you can special summon this card. You have a quick effect wherein you can destroy your opponent's highest attack monsters. That goes during their turn as well. Now, the more important thing about this card is that if your opponent controls a higher attack monster by the end phase, I think it's only by your end phase, or is it every turn, every end phase? If your opponent controls a higher attack than any of your Ancient Warriors, you're probably giving the control of Lu Feng. As you can see, he is not entirely loyal, so he will be serving your opponent's side of the field. However, you do have a way to deal with that by destroying them. If they have the highest attack on the field, destroy it, pop it, there you go. Right? But yeah, that is Lu Feng. He is a 2,800 beater that can destroy cards, so that's really good. That also combos off of Zhang Yuan, as Zhang Yuan just doesn't care whatever, so long as you destroy a card, it also destroys a card. So yeah, there you go. Nibiru, we already talked about it. Having Maxi with no Nibiru, kind of weak. So I feel like having one Nibiru is just really good for you. Moving on to the spells lineup, it serves its purpose, but I feel like the monsters are like as a beatdown deck, your monsters are like your strongest suit here. But anyway, we'll talk about them. Harpy's Feather Duster. Just to get rid of back row as you are going turn 2 all the time with this deck. You always want to go turn 2 with this deck, just so that you can start beating down your opponents more. Harpy's Feather Duster helps you get rid of, dangerous back rows from your opponents. So, yeah, there you go. Pot of Extravagance. We're running it instead of Pot of Duality, right? There's another Pot of that we also like to run. Oh, Pot of Prosperity, I'm sorry. Instead of Pot of Prosperity, wherein you can control which one you send, Pot of Extravagance is on here over that card because of the fact that we do not care about our extra deck. We only care about Double Dragon Lords. However, the other cards are just there to help us in terms of in case we ever need to use them. But most of the time, we probably won't. So, Pot of Extravagance is good. It draws us 2 cards if ever we banish 6, or 1 card if we banish 3. But most of the time, you're always banishing 6. We can run it at 3. However, the third copy I feel like is redundant, and this is just a discard material. If you draw the second Pot of Extravagance, it's fine, you can use it again. But like if you draw the third one, it's like what do I do with this? Okay, so just keep that in mind. Fire Formation Tanky. Fire Formation Tenki here is your main searcher for is your main searcher for either Sunmu or Yuxuan. Just because they are one of your starter cards here. And then for bonus effect, right? Your beast or your monsters gets 100 attack, so that's nice. For a beatdown deck, that's nice. That's a nice addition. Now moving on to our next spell, which is actually the just you know what? Let's get every other spell out of the way. Called by the Grave. We do tend to draw a lot here, search a lot. Called by the Grave helps get rid of Ash. Some special summoning does need to be done here. So if ever they maxi as well, Called by helps us. So just keep that in your deck. Having Called by the Grave in your deck is never a bad idea. Now moving on, we have this Ancient Warrior spell lineup. As you can see, it is very much similar to my if ever I do get to upload it, it is very much similar to my N/R Rarity event, just because of how good these spells are. However, we are cutting Borrowing of Arrows down to 1 instead of 3, just because again, Borrowing of Arrows is your main searcher for the other spells. However, we won't be relying on spells as much as we were in the N/R Rarity event. So, yeah, there we go. So let's talk about the 3 visits. 3 visits main effect is if you normal or special summon an Ancient Warrior while discard is on the field, you get to search one more Ancient Warrior monster with a different name than the one you just summoned. If this gets sent to the graveyard though, you can special summon one Ancient Warrior monster from your hand onto the field. So that's another way for you to, I guess, swarm the board with your beaters. The only card you cannot summon is Lufeng, as far as I know. However, you can special summon Guan Yun, I don't know, Zhang Yuan. You can special summon anyone. So there you go. Sun Liu Alliance is basically going to be your true king of all calamities again. However, this time you do not turn them into that attribute. But if you control 2 or more Ancient Warriors with different attributes, you can declare one attribute that your opponent controls, and then they cannot activate the effect of monsters that have that attribute. So that's basically it. And the more important effect, in my opinion, is that if your opponent special summons a monster, or your Ancient Warrior monster's effect activates, you get to give your Ancient Warrior monsters plus 300 attack. So there you go. Ancient Warrior Saga, Borrowing of Arrows though, is again our searcher for our spell cards. Why we're only running it at 1 is, again, compared to the N/R Rarity event, we're not relying on our spells and traps that much. As you can see, we are not running any trap cards. But Borrowing of Arrows, basically, you can target one face-up monster that your opponent controls, you can half their attack, and then give the attack to one of your Ancient Warrior monsters. If this card gets sent to the graveyard while you control 2 different attributes of Ancient Warrior monsters, you can search one more Ancient Warrior spell to your, I think it's to your hand, or it's either to your hand or to your field. So anyway, that's basically its main effect. Ancient Warrior Saga East by Southwinds in the N/R Rarity event is the best card in the deck. However, this time it's not anymore. But if you can rely on chance for 50-50. Toss a coin, you get this card gets sent to the graveyard, you get the effect. So there you go. However, you can consistently get that by the effect of Zukong. Again, you play this card on the field while Zugong is out, negate it with Zugong himself by tributing East by South Winds to the graveyard. There you go. Right, you have your destruction. If this card gets sent to the graveyard, um, your opponents cannot chain anything in response to your Ancient Warrior monsters. Um, and then every time your Ancient Warrior monsters declares an attack, when this card is sent to the graveyard, every time your Ancient Warrior monsters attack during that turn, you get to destroy one card. So with Zhang Yuan, you also get to destroy a different card. So you're just popping a lot of cards left and right. Amazing. That's actually just insane. So there you go. That is the main deck. We are keeping it at 40 just to be more consistent as always. The extra deck doesn't really matter, but let's brush through it real quick. We have here Zodiac Target Mortar, or just basically your Zodiac lineup in order to make Zeus. This time you're making Chaka 9, as Chaka 9 has the least demands, as you only need 2 level 4 monsters, which is level 4, there you go. The others do require a lot of level 4 monsters in order to make them. So you make Chaka 9 and then you Xyz climb into the other Zodiac Borbo, attack with Zeus, or just have Dryden out on the field. Go ahead. Time Thief Redoer is just a generic rank 4 which you can easily make. You guys know I really love Time Thief Redoer. I'll try to put a link down below. Check that out. So yeah, Time Thief Redoer is just good. We'll skip over the Ancient Warriors as they're the only cards that we need here. Nightmare Unicorn, you get to bounce one card. That's basically it. Rugal, again, if I do upload the Ensash or event video that I have in time, we'll see. But yeah, this card is just there because you can easily make it. Appaloosa, always is good addition. It's just a target for extravagance. But if you can make Appaloosa, if you feel the need to, which I never felt like I needed to make Appaloosa ever. But if you need to, you can make Appaloosa easily as well. Same with Access Code Talker. He's just there. Let's save this for later. The more important parts of the extra deck here is mostly double Dragon Lords. Basically just 2 Ancient Warriors, you can make him. And when this card gets linked onto the field, you get to search 1 Ancient Warrior. I think it's just card. Ancient Warrior card. It doesn't have to be a monster, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a monster. You can search for your spells as well when this gets linked summoned onto the field. But I feel like searching for your monsters are much more worth it. Another effect of Double Dragon Lord is that if you send 1 card from your hand or from your field to the graveyard, you can bounce 1 card back to their hand. So that's not bad, right? Like that's really good. So yeah, there you go. Also, your Ancient Warriors get 500 attack, right? Yeah, 500 attack and defense. They're good. They're good to have in your extra deck. They're your main extra deck monsters. Bouncing cards around is also very important with this deck. So Ancient Warriors, Oath, Double Dragon Lords are like your main way to do that as well. Outside of bouncing with Sunmu. But there you go. Shuraig though. Shuraig the Ominous Omen, very good in this deck, surprisingly so. I did test run this deck before making this video, just in case I felt like I don't want to make a video on this. But when I was test running this deck, I found myself making Shuraig a lot more than Appaloosa, right? Like, I don't know. You can make Shuraig easily with this deck, as it only requires 2 plus Beast Warrior, and it's a Link 4. And again, you can easily flood the board easily with this deck. So yeah, Appaloosa is not your go-to, but Shuraig is. So just keep that in mind. If you guys didn't know, if this card gets special summoned out to the field, you can banish one monster or one card that your opponent controls. Just like that. It gets banished for the rest of the game. There you go. So yeah, that's really good. Shuraig surprisingly meshes well with this deck. But we don't really care about that. If you wanted to, you can cut this, put 2 Shuraigs in. But I like my list better than just having that. If you guys don't have Phoenix, you can run either. If you guys don't have Unicorn, you can either run Phoenix or Cerberus. Up to you. But I just prefer Unicorn because it bounces instead of Destruction, which sometimes again is much better than Destruction. So that's it for the list. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry if I get lost in my train of thought from time to time. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hit the like button down below. Consider hitting that subscribe button as well. So you guys can let me know that you guys enjoyed this videos that I'm putting out. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Okay, so we're just 1 win away from Platinum 4 again, so that would be nice. We do keep dipping in and out of Plat 4 and 5 because if you guys didn't know, you cannot be demoted anymore when you get to Plat 5. Just like how Legend works in Duel Links, if you all are familiar with that. But yeah, there you go. That's nice. So this is probably going to be the closest we'll ever get to Plat 4 again. We have had inconsistent win-loss ratio basically. What is this? Oh, is this the Dream Mirror something? Or is it a different deck? It's a Pendulum based deck. I've been watching Arc 5 lately. It's like, so that's fun. Pendulum mo. I've been watching Arc 5 and Vrains though. Just so that I can brush up and see if what should I call this? Just so I can brush up and see if like do you call this? If like links and pendulums, they're like the mechanics that I did not quite get when I was because I came from Duel Links. I have no TCG experience, so like links and pendulums are quite overwhelming for me. And so I was like, hey, let me check that out. But Vrains and Arc 5, I guess. Hey. Was that worth it? Was using Effect Veiler on this worth it? Isn't Electromite like a good deck for Odd-Eyes? A good card for Odd-Eyes? I think we might be up against an Odd-Eyes player. Okay, nice, nice, nice. So first we summon this to the field. Can he negate anything? Maxi. I see. I don't think we'll last enough. He'll last longer than this. So we should be okay. Destroy you. Crowday. By discarding this, sadly. Okay. That way we can still have an attack position. Yeah, we win here. We win here. Doesn't matter. Let's go. Yay! We finally got a clean game off. That's nice. Yay! Ancient Warriors, by the way. Alright, DJs. On to the next duel. If I'm not mistaken, this should be the first duel. On to the second one, I guess. Okay. Duel 2. Hopefully, goes for Duel 2. Ay, we keep winning coin toss and we want to go second. I kind of hesitate to go second. Anyway, we want to play aggressive. Okay, okay. Not a bad hand. Not a bad hand. Oh! Huh? Nani? Nani? This. Special summon this. In attack. Yeet. That is... Oh! Oh yeah, we have been... Oh fuck. Maybe. Attack. And just attack again. Doro. Damn. Ash. Oh no! Oh wait, I can ash that, right? Holy shit, no. Bzz. Stay there. Doro. Okay. I like where this is going. Tanky, search. Maybe Sunmu for later. We still have one card destruction and effect failure. We should be good. We should be fine. I wish I still had Ash though, but at least Liu Xuan is... No! Never mind. Okay. What we feel about that? Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Oh shit! He still has Saigama. Saigama thingy. Yeah. Holy fuck. No way. What can we do though? Oh, he needs to control no monsters, right? So we can absolutely do this. Search that. Put that out there. Heat. Activate. Bounce you now. Thank you very much. What's a rank 4 that I can use? I could have actually used Chaka 9. No. Let's split it out. Sure, I guess. Then that happens. Let's see. I shouldn't have bounced, actually. Yeah, I shouldn't have. I could have gotten game there. Oh well. We're still looking good. 6 cards in hand though. 6 cards plus no more Raigeki, I guess. Um, he can activate Saigama with this. If I do negate him. I'm not familiar with a lot of decks that runs that thingy. What is this? Sure. Do I just set that to happen? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Activate this and then activate that. Ay. Well, I didn't need to activate the other one, but here we go. Damn. Kaiju. Oh. Hello, Gadarla. Monstery Bone. I can't negate anymore. Too bad. Well, at least again that leaves him with one more monster. Effect Veiler that because don't. If he attacks one, he can destroy one more card. So that's kind of bad for me. Nice. Alright. Will that be the last game for this this video? We never know. It just might be. Alright. Maybe we can fit in one more. Let's see. We back. We going second again. PSG have beat down. Damn. Damn, bro. Eesh. True Monarchs. Huh. Shit. Okay, damn. Damn, bro. Okay, first, deactivate Pinky here, I think. Pinky here. Search. Damn! That's it. I'm probably gonna put this in the video once. just at the very end. GG. Damn, we keep winning coin toss and we want to go second. And then when we want to go first, we'll just keep losing, the coin toss. Shit. Okay, let's go. Not a bad hand. Not a bad hand. Not a bad hand. If a card is then that works really well with. Okay. Damn. Damn. Okay. Yes. This is bonus too, I guess.